We all know the image. It's been etched into our minds through countless stories and examples. The alpha male, chest-thumping and dominant, ruling through sheer force, intimidating all who dare to challenge his authority. This figure is everywhere, a pervasive archetype that shapes our understanding of leadership. From Hollywood blockbusters to the cutthroat environment of the boardroom, this image is constantly reinforced, promising a simple, brutal hierarchy, a clear pecking order where everyone knows their place. One king at the top, everyone else below, subservient to his whims and decisions. It's a seductive story, a narrative that appeals to our desire for order and control. Leadership as dominance, strength as the only currency, where the loudest voice and the strongest arm prevail. Movies and business books glorify the lone wolf, celebrating the individual who conquers all obstacles alone. The self-made man who needs no one, the ultimate symbol of rugged individualism and success. But is this really how nature works? Is this depiction of leadership truly accurate, or is it a distorted reflection of reality? The term alpha male actually comes from studies of captive wolves, wolves confined to artificial environments, artificial settings that distort natural behavior, creating skewed observations that don't reflect the true dynamics of wild wolf packs. In the wild, a wolf alpha is just a parent, a provider and protector of their family, not a tyrant but a caregiver. We projected our own ideas onto animals, interpreting their behavior through the lens of our own biases, seeing what we wanted, confirming our preconceived notions about power and gender, aggressive males, passive females, reinforcing stereotypes that have no basis in scientific fact. This myth misrepresents animal societies and limits our own, hindering our ability to create truly effective and equitable leadership models, justifying leadership by intimidation and reinforcing outdated gender roles, perpetuating harmful power dynamics in our workplaces and communities. It's a powerful story, deeply ingrained in our culture and influencing our perceptions of success. But it doesn't hold up to scientific scrutiny, failing to accurately reflect the complexities of both animal and human behavior. The truth is far more complex, a tapestry of cooperation, communication, and nuanced social dynamics, and far more interesting, offering valuable insights into the true nature of power and influence. The time has come to look past the myth and see what's really there, to challenge our assumptions and embrace a more accurate understanding of leadership. Let's find out what nature actually says about power, and how we can apply these lessons to build more effective and equitable societies. Primatologists, with their unwavering dedication, have invested decades meticulously observing our closest relatives, such as chimpanzees and bonobos, in their natural wild habitats. And their groundbreaking findings are challenging and ultimately upending the long-held alpha male stereotype that has dominated our understanding of primate social structures for so long. Power isn't solely about brute strength or physical dominance. Females are not passive bystanders. They are active agents, playing crucial roles in their communities. They are actively shaping their societies, functioning as skilled politicians, adept at navigating complex social landscapes. They are coalition builders, forging strategic alliances and partnerships to achieve common goals. And they are key decision-makers, influencing the direction and future of their groups. The old, limited focus on male-male competition completely missed a significant portion, half of the story, overlooking the vital contributions of females. When we shift our perspective and ask crucial questions like who truly leads, who makes the important decisions, and who steps in to broker peace and resolve conflicts, the answers often surprisingly point away from the traditionally assumed dominant male figure. This fundamental shift completely redefines our understanding of power. It's no longer solely about winning physical fights or displays of aggression, but rather about skillfully influencing critical decisions, strategically building strong alliances, and effectively securing vital resources for the benefit of the entire community. Power, in this new light, flows intricately through a complex network of relationships, and is not simply concentrated in the hands of just one individual. Females, with their strong social bonds and their absolutely central role in nurturing and raising the young, are very often the true master strategists within their communities. Years and years of dedicated fieldwork, conducted across dozens of diverse primate species, consistently show that true and lasting influence lies with those individuals who are deeply socially connected and widely respected within the group. Researchers are now employing advanced techniques to meticulously track social networks and carefully measure stress hormone levels, revealing the surprising truth that the coveted alpha position is often incredibly stressful and remarkably unstable. The accumulating scientific evidence doesn't just chip away at the outdated alpha male myth, it completely shatters it into pieces. The intricate world of animal politics is proving to be far more familiar, nuanced, and surprisingly relatable to human social dynamics than we ever previously imagined. The real and compelling story is fundamentally about cooperation, strategic thinking, and the importance of shared power within a community. The old, outdated model is now definitively obsolete and must be replaced with a more accurate understanding. To test old assumptions, scientists compiled data from 151 primate groups recording every conflict and its outcome. The results were astonishing. Males and females won conflicts against the opposite sex at roughly equal rates. The idea of automatic male dominance simply wasn't supported. Power turned out to be a negotiation, not a one-way street. In some species, males dominated; in others, females did, and in many, the balance shifted with context. There's no universal model for gender relations in primates, just a spectacular diversity of social systems. Being bigger and stronger doesn't guarantee victory. Social support and alliances matter just as much. The Great Primate Survey dismantled the alpha male myth with hard data. It replaced a caricature with a complex, fascinating portrait of animal societies. Power is contested, negotiated, and shared. One of the most powerful tools in the primate world, often overlooked, a female primate has, is the power of choice. It's a subtle force, but one that shapes their society in profound ways. The old model, a simplistic view, assumed dominant males had free access to females, an unchallenged right to reproduction, but in reality, the dynamics are far more nuanced. Females are active gatekeepers of reproduction, wielding considerable influence over who gets to pass on their genes. Female choice is a subtle but potent form of leverage, a quiet power that reshapes the social landscape. If females aren't interested, if they withhold their consent, a male's strength means little. His size and aggression become irrelevant. Females may refuse advances outright, actively seek out preferred partners, demonstrating clear preferences, or even sneak away to mate with less dominant males, defying the established hierarchy. The most successful males, the ones who truly thrive, are often those who build good relationships with females, investing in social bonds, not just the biggest bullies, the ones who rely solely on brute force. By favoring certain traits, by consistently choosing certain types of males, females shape the course of male evolution over generations, guiding the development of the species. Leadership and success are about winning allies and social acceptance, building coalitions, not just domination, not just imposing one's will through force. Female control extends to timing too. Fertility signals can incite competition among males, or be used to secure favors, to gain access to resources and support. In this intricate dance of social interaction, the female is often the choreographer, setting the rhythm and tone, not just a participant, but an active agent shaping the outcome. Female choice is a driving force in evolution, a powerful engine of change. It's not just about who's strongest, who possesses the most physical power. It's about who's most trusted and valued, who can offer the most to the group. The power of choice changes everything, rewriting the rules of primate society. The myth of passive females falls apart, revealing the dynamic reality of female agency. Primate societies aren't boxing rings, they're political arenas where social intelligence often trumps brute force. Social leverage is key, especially for females. Alliances and coalitions can outweigh individual strength. In species like baboons, females form tight bonds supporting each other and defending their young. United, they can drive away even the most aggressive male. A male's reign depends on the consent of this powerful female electorate. Social capital matters. Males who share food or help care for infants build goodwill and are favored as mates. Kindness and generosity become strategic investments, not just nice behaviors. Females are often the peacemakers, restoring harmony after conflicts and maintaining group cohesion. The ability to resolve disputes is a vital form of leadership. Influence comes in many forms beyond domination. Female power is often subtle, but it's deeply effective. The real leaders are those who unite, not just those who intimidate. Social strategy is the true path to power. There's no one-size-fits-all model for power in the primate world. The balance between males and females is flexible, shaped by environment, group size, mating habits, and personalities. In habitats where food is scarce, females may be more autonomous. Where resources can be monopolized, males may gain control. Group size matters. Small family groups share power, while large groups create complex alliances. Kinship patterns are crucial. Females surrounded by relatives have powerful support systems. Individual temperament also plays a role. Assertive or strategic females can rise to influence, even in male-dominated species. Lazy or inept alpha males may find their authority challenged. Power is a product of species, sex, and individual character. Nature is a grand experiment in social organization. The rules are always changing. Flexibility is the real constant. The primate survey made it clear, females win conflicts far more often than stereotypes suggest. Female primates are assertive, strategic, and frequently victorious. They challenge males over food, mating, and status, and often win. Their victories come from superior strategy, not just strength. Timing, alliances, and even using infants as shields are clever tactics. Females fight for the survival of their offspring, a powerful motivator. Winning isn't always physical. It can mean deterring advances, securing resources, or isolating aggressive males. Female agency is a constant, powerful force. The primate world isn't a male monarchy. It's a dynamic political landscape. Females shape the destiny of their communities every day. The myth of the submissive female is pure fiction. Real power is often in female hands. To see female power in its purest form, look at species where females are clearly in charge. Bonobos, our close relatives, have peaceful female-centered societies. Coalitions of females easily dominate males. Males gain status through their mothers, not through aggression. In Madagascar, most lemur species are female-dominated. Females get priority access to food and the best spots. Males submit without a fight, and often have higher stress than females. Among talapoin monkeys, females form strong groups and lead the way, while males follow at the periphery. These aren't oddities. They're thriving, successful societies. Evolution has many paths. Matriarchal societies are one of them. These examples show there's nothing inevitable about male dominance. Female-led societies force us to question our assumptions about gender and power. They prove that cooperation, leadership, and solidarity can be female-driven. These are not evolutionary dead ends, they're vibrant alternatives. The diversity of primate life is a powerful lesson. Studying primates is like looking in a mirror, one that's long reflected a distorted image of male dominance. The alpha male myth has justified patriarchal structures and aggressive leadership in humans. But new science offers a more hopeful vision. There's no single biologically determined model for leadership. Nature is full of alternative societies built on female coalitions, cooperation, and shared power. Human social arrangements aren't fixed in our genes, we have choices. Female dominance in other primates shows there's nothing unnatural about female leadership in humans. True influence comes from social intelligence, trust, and empathy, not just strength. The best leaders unite, resolve conflicts, and foster community qualities not tied to gender. Recognizing these skills can make our organizations more effective and humane. Shattering the alpha male myth is liberating. It opens new possibilities for society. Power is fluid, negotiated, and multifaceted. There's more than one way to lead, more than one path to power. The real lesson social life